Hello everybody, welcome back to Sunday Berries. Today I am going to work on my sketchbook. This is an etcher sketchbook and I've had it for quite some time and I've had some sizing problems. So I'm going to try to work with this as my practice area. I am feeling a little bit stressed tonight, so what I mainly want to do is just relax by working on something completely random. Perhaps in the long run, it could turn into something else, perhaps a larger painting, but for now, it's just a way for me to distress. I believe this is a really good exercise for mindfulness to keep yourself creative and just relax, and that's what I'm planning to do tonight. I don't know if I will be explaining the whole process, but if I feel the need to do that, I will stop the music that I'm planning to play and explain what I'm doing. But right now, what I'm going to be working on is going to be basically just a way to release tension and, as I mentioned before, get my creative thoughts together and just relax, just have some fun with it. So that's the plan for tonight. I will be using both sides to create only one long landscape format work, but I don't expect this to be a finished piece. We'll see what's going to happen. So please join me and let's hope for the best. I will be using some Inktense pencils. I will be using sea salt, and I will be painting with Michael Harding Watercolors, and we'll take it from there. And before I start, I wanted to mention that I usually use the rule of thirds, and that is basically dividing your space or your plane where you're going to be working in quadrants. That means dividing your plane into 3 spaces and then dividing it again in 3, so you end up with 9 squares. And usually where the lines intersect, those are the points where you can add interest to and keep the eye of the person that is viewing the work moving from one spot to the other or traveling around the plane area. So, well, this is not going to be something that is specifically done to create a painting. I usually work this way, so it's going to come out that way. Just to show you what I'm doing, I'm taking yellow and blue to create a green. I'm hoping you can see this. And depending on how I want it, I will continue adding, but I'm making a really big puddle because I'm planning to release a lot of paint.
busy growing up, know that I'm right here. But everything is messed up, and it feels like no one cares. When you're busy growing up, know that I'm right here.
So far, this is where I'm at. I am going to start removing some of the salt, which probably didn't do much. But it will be interesting to see the results of that. If anything, it should make for some interesting marks as well. This is also just a first layer. This area right here is still wet, so what I'm going to do is just replace some of this. Well, I think this is okay. We're gonna leave some of them. I do like what happened here. I'll probably work here and here, and probably here. We'll see. I like what happened here, but I want to also work a little bit in this area. And so this is going to be just the first layer. We're going to work on other layers, and we'll see what we can get from this. And again, this is nothing major. I'm just trying to release some tension.
My dear, we will steer you through the sonosphere. Way up high, where the rainbow sets sighs. That's where courage lies. When you're busy growing up, know that I'm right here. But everything is messed up, and it feels like no one cares. Turn this way. It doesn't matter where I am or what I'm doing. Ooh, you're what matters most to me. No one else comes close. When you're busy growing up, know that I'm right here. But everything is messed up, and it feels like no one cares. When you're busy growing up, know that I'm right here. But everything is messed up, and it feels like no one cares. Turn this way. busy growing up, know that I'm right here. But everything is messed up, and it feels like no one cares. Turn this way. Turn to me. Let me clear every path, my dear. We will steer you through the sonosphere. Way up high, where the rainbow sets sighs. That's where courage lies. When you're busy growing up, know that I'm right here. But everything is messed up, and it feels like no one cares. Turn this way. It doesn't matter where I am or what I'm doing. Ooh, you're what matters most to me. No one else comes close. When you're busy growing up, know that I'm right here. But everything is messed up, and it feels like no one cares. When you're busy growing up, know that I'm right here. But everything is messed up, and it feels like no one cares. Turn this way. Turn to me. Not too far from the heart, there's a star. Oh, have me as a reminder when it stings. Turn this way.
Okay, so this is more or less where we're at, and I'm trying to think of other things that I want to do. I am also thinking about whether or not I want to continue layering. Probably yes. I still want to do a few things here, but I think it's coming along pretty well. I'll probably allow it to dry probably overnight because it's pretty late right now, and I don't think I'm going to stay awake for longer. And that would be a good thing to do, to leave it overnight and see what else I can do with it. But the good thing about this particular sketchbook has been lifting paint. I found it really simple to do, so that I've been taking advantage of that. This is usually how I normally work, but in a larger format, it turns very differently, and with acrylics and oils is completely different. So I'm trying to keep in mind that I have to work from light to dark instead of from dark to light. However, I am still considering different things that I want to do and whether or not I can do them. I've got plenty of white space, which is a nice resting area for the eye, although I might be doing something light along this area here. Probably line work. I don't think I'm going to add paint in this area, but I need to work here as well. So I'm giving it a little bit of thought, but not overly much, if that makes sense. Like, I'm not too concerned whether or not it's looking good or not. I'm just releasing at this point. But at the same time, when you're used to creating certain types of work, you always end up trying to think about how to continue, how to finish it, when to stop, when to continue, when not to stop. So usually this part for me, it's playtime. It's the base of whatever I'm going to do in a canvas, and with a different media, of course, where I can just go over things and continue going over things, and it's a lot easier than with watercolor. So that has me thinking a lot. But I'm still in playtime. I don't think I'm going to leave the area of playtime tonight, because I would have to think a lot about composition. What do I really want to do? To be quite honest, that wasn't the purpose. But I can see that I can do a lot of things with this media that I was really afraid of doing before. But this one in particular, I'm liking a lot more. I'm thinking about many things at the same time, so I don't know what I'll do or what's coming next. I do still need to remove a few sea salts that I left around, and I need to resolve some areas, and here as well. Probably I need to find a way to link this area here, although I like the different values here and the different hues that were used. It really doesn't matter whether or not it makes sense, so I'm not really overly concerned. I will want to darken this area here, and I have also managed to lift some paint with tissue paper, or actually kitchen paper towel, and the effects that have left, it's quite nice, especially right here. I can't wait to just unveil it and just see where we're at, but I will want to wait a little bit more, maybe tonight. I'm not sure. I'm not too sure about the line work there. It's something that I need to consider what to do with it, and it could just be something as simple as doing something like that. And since I'm working with Inktense pencils, some areas you just can't lift. Once they dry, it's permanent. And that's something I actually do like. I'm going to stop the video for now, allow this to dry a little bit further, and if I feel the need to continue, I will come back to it.
Let me be your reminder, we will find. dear, we will steer you through the sonosphere. That's where courage lies. When you're busy growing up, know that I'm right here. You're what matters most to me. No one else comes close. Turn to me.
I haven't been able to go to bed because I'm really excited with this one. So I've added a few things. I know it still looks, but we're working on it and hopefully it will be something. I feel that even though we are still on that play stage, we can work something interesting here. I am not sure. Oh, yes, it's going to work. I think so. I think I'm finishing this up with a little bit of mixed media here with the pencils. Okay, at this point, I think I'm done. I think I've expressed everything I needed to express. All right, so even though this is still on a play stage, I think I'm pretty happy with the result. I am aware that this is not the type of art you would expect from someone trying out watercolors. And well, this has been just an exercise in releasing tension and also in the way that I normally paint. I want to work on this area right here. I still don't know what to do with that. And again, this is just play stage. I might need a little bit more mark making over here, and we'll see where this is going to go. I usually start something like this and then continue to develop and develop, and then it moves into, usually it ends up looking completely different. The difference here is that I can't do much about this with watercolors unless I start doing some collage or bringing some other elements like acrylic or even oils. But I wanted to keep this only between watercolors and the Inktense pencils. And so far, so good. I think I'm very pleased. I might need a little bit of white here. Let me just add that here, just to bring in some light spots there, and perhaps even here. I will see tomorrow how I feel about it, but I will unveil it. We're going to go ahead and unveil this, because usually that's when things starts to look a little bit better. All right, here we go. And fixing this a little bit here. And I can call this done. If you like to see this type of videos, let me know. And let me know if you're looking for something more classic to watercolor, which I'm planning to do anyway. I'm planning to work on some botanicals, landscapes, seascapes. But if you like abstraction and you would like to see this type of content, let me know, because I've been really afraid to show you what I do. And I would love to share that part with you as well, even though I'm going to be doing also videos on, like I said, landscapes, botanicals, and actually I do want to really work on watercolors, as I should. This is just an example of how I work normally, and I thought it would make a really good video to share with you, particularly because it was a way for me to release some tension, and I really do believe that art is a healing tool. So as you can see, you don't have to make something amazing or a work of art on your first go or anything like that. This is just my process, and this is, again, this is just a play stage in which I don't think of much, but in the type of work that I do, I usually go from here to something else. However, with watercolors, I probably will need to stay somewhere around here. However, this type of work do give me a lot of creative energy and creative ideas, and it's something that gives me a lot of freedom. I don't have to be completely doing something from start to finish with an end goal, if that makes sense. So it does give me freedom, it does give me a lot to work with, and it starts to move my creativeness and my imagination. So this is just a simple exercise that anybody can do. I truly hope that if you like it, let me know so I know whether or not you want to see this type of exercise or this type of video, and if you would rather see me do more landscape themed botanicals and all those things, which I'm planning to do anyway. So I just wanted to share a part of me that is very important and that I will never let go of. Like I mentioned, I am a very abstract artist, and this is the type of work that I do. I want to learn other aspects of watercolor, and I'm just experimenting here. I hope you enjoyed this, and if you liked it and enjoyed it, let me know in the comments below. Also, hit the like button, and thank you to all my subscribers. If you haven't subscribed, perhaps you might want to subscribe now, since I'm going to be bringing more painting related topics and content. Hopefully, as I learn, you can learn as well. Until then, please take care of yourselves. Please stay safe, be kind to one another, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.